We've all heard the saying, a hero is only as good as his villain. Well, what if I took that a little further? A film is only as good as its villain. Now, yes, I know, it's controversial perhaps, and I'm sure there's exceptions, but bear with me. Think about it. A villain really is the film's plot. The entire drama of a film, the conflict, all centers around them. And without drama or conflict, there really is no story left to be told. This is why I believe the villain to be so important, and perhaps even more so than the hero. This idea of the villain being an essential ingredient to making a great film has been on my mind for some time now. My problem mainly derives from recent comic book films, where I've found the villains to be lackluster and almost overlooked. It's as if the villain has become an afterthought, a means to an end, a plot device to simply push the story forwards to the inevitable confrontation and CGI bloodbath at the end. But hey, we also get a few new action figures out of it. But a villain should be so much more than this. They can be so much more than this. We've seen it, and not so long ago even. Villains have so much to say and can add so many little nuances to the story. They needn't be relegated to a supporting role. Too many times these films neglect the villains in service of the hero. But I, however, would argue that investing in the film's antagonist could only add to the hero, and here's why. A great villain allows a film's protagonist to prove themselves and truly become the hero we expect, or at least believe them to be. A great villain can draw out a character's weaknesses and expose their deepest insecurities, which therefore allows the viewer to gain a deeper understanding of the hero and discover what it is that defines them. It's this opportunity the villain brings. It's this clashing of ideologies which makes their relationship so thrilling. A great villain works to expose the cowards from the brave and selfless. A villain, more often than not, defines the hero's story more so than their own. And here lies why it's so important for a film, any film, to capitalize on it. In many cases, a great villain is a dark reflection of the hero, a contrasting shadow which took a different path and made diverging life decisions. This not only provides a sense of morality, but it also gives the hero more weight. You see, a hero and a villain go hand in hand. Without one, there is no other. Their stories are forever, inexplicably interlinked. Now on screen you should be seeing some villains which I believe were perfectly encapsulated in film, each uniquely complex, fascinating and mesmerizing to watch. But above most, Heath Ledger's Joker from The Dark Knight is the perfect example of a villain done right. Many have already talked about the brilliance of his performance and how he's an integral part of its success. While he only has around 30 minutes of screen time, his presence is felt throughout its entirety. He absolutely kills every single scene. Heath created both the physical and ideological antithesis of Christian Bale's Batman. At every turn he challenged his morals, his character and his beliefs, which manages to both empower and enrich both characters and the film's world as a whole. Joaquin Phoenix's Joker is also a great example of a villain film where the lead doesn't somehow become something lesser or a quote anti-hero. So I guess it's my belief that great villains are the dividing line between the good and the great, from just another film to a fully realized experience. From grounded to larger than life, whatever the form, villains should always be prioritized and respected in film. They should always be given room to grow and shape the story naturally. So all I ask is, let's get back to when villains were villains. Let them be villains, not watered down facades or be left sidelined in the shadows. Let them be their own. Let them be shown in all their terrible glory. The villain is the story, so the very least we could do is let them tell it. A great villain can make your film truly special. So let me know in the comments, what are some of your favorite villains? As always, thanks for watching. I'll be seeing you all soon.